Hi there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching my videos. At the moment my main focus is Palitoy Action Force, and today I'm going to be looking at the Gaucho figure. Please subscribe if you like the videos. They take quite a lot of time and effort, so subscribe would be really appreciated. Thank you very much. So the Gaucho figure was released by Palitoy Action Force in 1983 and 1984. He was also available in 1985. He was only available with the Action Force Command Center. This was one of the priciest Action Force items, and it's led to him being quite rare. Now, for the G.I. Joe fans amongst you, straight away you're going to recognize that Gaucho actually is a repaint. The original figure is G.I. Joe Gung-Ho, and he was released in the US in 1983. Gaucho was released between 1983 and 1985 as part of the Action Force Command Center playset. The figure Gung-Ho was also released by Action Force Palitoy in 1985. Now, I can't talk about Gaucho without also talking about the figure Jammer, because the Action Force Z-Force Command Center came with two figures, Gaucho and Jammer. The Action Force Command Center was a repaint of the G.I. Joe Command Center. The difference was that the Action Force Command Center came with these two figures. And I think it's right that such a big playset had two figures with it. So Gaucho has a peaked hat in the colour black, and this is often found to be damaged, unfortunately, because the peak of the hat is quite thin plastic and it's often broken. He has a large moustache on his face, and he has very clear and dark eyes and eyebrows. He wears an orange jacket that exposes a large tattoo on his chest. He has a watch on his left arm. You'll notice that his right arm is a plain arm, and that's exactly the same as Gung-Ho's arm. So if you're trying to put a Gaucho figure together and you're missing a right arm, you can look to use Gung-Ho's. On his left leg, he's got an ammo pouch, and he's also got a knife in his boot. He's got a red belt with a black clasp on it. Gaucho also has a tattoo on his chest. The chest tattoo showed like an eagle or a hawk above the world. You'll notice on my figure he's got a little bit of damage on his chest, unfortunately, but you can still see the tattoo. On his right leg, he's got a pistol in a holster. He didn't come with any accessories. He was later released as part of a US convention exclusive. As that exclusive, he came with Gung-Ho's accessories that were repainted. You see some of the US convention versions of Gaucho on eBay, and they're going for crazy money, like thousands. One thing I'd like to say about this video, you can see from this picture that the colour of Gaucho has been affected when I've put him on the video. So as he's turning, you may think, oh, why is the jacket that colour? And the reason is simply the contrast on the video, so apologies for that. To get the figure Gaucho, you had to buy the Z-Force Command Center, which back in the 1980s was a really expensive toy to buy. He came with the figure Jammer as well. So this was the only way to get these two figures. So back then, if you were a big collector and you wanted those two figures, the only way was to buy the Command Center or do a good trade with your mates. Gaucho is highly sought after. He is really rare. You're talking a good condition Gaucho, you're looking at a couple of £100 or more. He is a nice looking figure, obviously a repaint of Gung-Ho, but still a nice one to have in your collection, especially when he's in the Command Center or standing next to Jammer. Gaucho was part of Z-Force. A lot of the figures had data files. He didn't have his own data file, but he does have information that was often available on the instructions for the Command Center. His code name was Gaucho, personal name Rico Gonzalez, primary military special mechanic, secondary military specialty, heavy engineering. Birthplace, Mexico City, Mexico. Strongest soldier in Action Force. Former circus strongman, conscripted into Mexican Army for basic training. Transferred to Action Force after 2 years in the engineers. Spends all his spare time bodybuilding. Brilliant mechanic, especially with engines. Gaucho can mend anything, and because of his strength, he never needs power tools. Well, there you go. It tells you all about him, originally from Mexico, and obviously he's very strong and a highly trained engineer. That fits in with the Command Center really well, because obviously there's an engineer pad, and a place where he can repair the Action Force vehicles. So ideal figure for the Action Force Command Center. There's obviously a radar station as well, and that was another ideal place for the other figure, Jammer, who I'll do another video about. Gaucho had two different versions. Version 1 had an orangey red vest and wristband, and the version 2 had a dark red vest and wristband. So you will notice those slight differences in some of the figures. All in all, he is a good figure, really hard to get. I was really glad to get him in my collection. I actually bought a boxed command center for quite a lot of money, which enabled me to get him and Jammer with the command center. I want to thank you very much for watching my video today. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and you'll be able to watch other videos. I'll try and do one for Jammer soon. I'll also do a video of the command center when I get a chance, and maybe compare it to the G.I. Joe command center. You'll notice that I'm doing lots of Palitoy videos at the moment. I'm going through my figure collection. I got a little bit obsessed with Palitoy Action Force over the last couple of years, and I've only just finished my collection. So as a celebration, I'm doing a lot of these videos to help out collectors. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much, and subscribe to see when my other videos come out. Thanks. As well as YouTube, we've got an eBay shop called Lexi's Toy Loft. We've got an Instagram account, Lexi's Toy Loft 12, and we've got a Facebook group called Lexi's Toy Loft Vintage Toy Sales. So please check all those out. Thank you.